morning, good evening, and good day anywhere you may be connecting to us from all over the world. This is TOSJOHN Consulting. So as we have promised you that on this channel, we'll be bringing you a practical life information, breaking news in the business world, what every business owner needs to know, what they need to do to stay compliant, all the strategy, tax, audit, accounting, CAC, and business compliances is the right place for you to be as business owner. We have a lot of our videos on this Nigerian Tax Reform Act 2025, which has taken effect already. And of course, compliance is now an asset. It protects you as business owner. You need to stay compliant. As we're having a conversation with one of our clients today, giving them the practical knowledge and information that they need to know to stay compliant and protect themselves from every issues and pressures from the tax authority, and of course, summarily to avoid, penalties and fine. So in today's video, there have been, a live breaking news from the Nigerian Revenue Service concerning this e-invoicing. And as at last year, the rollouts, have started. And for large companies, that their turnover is 500 billion and above, the rollout is already taking effect, right? On or before the end of this year, they must start implementing the e-invoicing. And then afterwards, the medium-sized company from 5 billion and 1 billion, we continue with the rollover from the Nigerian Revenue Service. And then from 1 billion and below, we start their own implementation from next year. So you need to be aware of all this information because all this compliance is a must, is mandatory, is compulsory for all business owners. Even if you are within the threshold, like we have said over and over, you must still ensure that you are filing all these taxes, you stay compliant and avoid dealing with unregistered business. So in today's live streaming, just like you have seen in the topic, e-invoicing in Nigeria, what every business owner must know to stay compliant. E-invoicing in Nigeria, what every business must know to stay compliant. So compliance is not an option, it is compulsory, and you must have this up-to-date information, just like we are giving you that as at today, the Nigerian Revenue Service have released information concerning this e-invoicing. So if you are joining us for the first time, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, and share it with business owner, because all the information we are giving to you are up-to-date breaking news on all tax information, audits, accounting, CAC, and all business compliances that you need to know. Despite all our busy schedule, we will still ensure that we keep you informed, we give you breaking information, breaking news that you need to stay compliant in your business. That is why we have said that this YouTube for all business owners. Please, thank you for joining us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is for all business owners, all entrepreneurs, all professionals. We keep them informed, and we have taken it upon ourselves that we will always be showing up on this YouTube channel. So e-invoicing in Nigeria, what every business owner must know to stay compliant. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for staying on this live streaming. So good day, business owners, finance professionals, entrepreneurs, and tax managers. Welcome to TOSJOHN Consulting YouTube Live. In today's video, we are discussing something that will completely change how business. So e-invoicing under the Nigerian Revenue Service that we know before as Federal Inland Revenue Service, now called Nigerian Revenue Service. If your business issue invoices, if you charge VAT, of course, we all know that companies that are meant to charge VAT are companies that are in 100 million and above turnover. So if you are pulling 100 million and below, you are exempted from VAT, but you must still comply. You must register for tax, you must still file, but you are not meant to charge VAT on your invoice. So 100 million turnover and below are regarded as small company other than professional service firm. So professional service firm are not a small company. So regardless of the turnover that they are pulling, they must still comply with all the necessary tax and also file and pay tax as at when due on all their invoices. So if you charge VAT, if you want to avoid penalties, audit and compliance issue in 2026, then this session is for you, all business owner, all entrepreneur, because very soon manual invoices and ordinary PDF invoices will no longer be enough. It will no longer be enough. So we are giving you information about this e-invoicing. Whether you have heard it before, you are just hearing it for the first time, you will get all the practical information that you need on this live streaming to stay compliant. Please like this video, share it with other business owner and entrepreneur, and of course subscribe to this YouTube channel. So what is e-invoicing we are talking about? Let's simplify it. E-invoicing is a government regulated digital invoicing system. E-invoicing is a government regulated digital invoicing system where, number one, every invoice is generated in a structured format. It is transmitted electronically. It is validated by Nigerian Revenue Service, and it receives a unique invoice reference number, IRN. And what does this mean? Before your customer can treat an invoice as valid for VAT purposes, it must pass through the Nigerian Revenue Service system. So in simple terms, Federal Nigerian Revenue Service will now see invoices in real time. They will see all your invoices in real time. This system is part of Nigerians' broader tax reform and digital compliance drive. This system is part of Nigerians' broader tax reform and digital compliance drive. And who does this e-invoicing, who does it affect? Who is it affected? Who does it affect? Currently, the rollout has started. Just like we've said, there has been a breaking news today from Nigerian Revenue Service about the e-invoicing. So currently, the rollout has started. So large taxpayers that their turnover is 5 billion and above, they've started with them already. So compliant companies with significant turnover, 5 billion and above, are regarded as large companies, and this rollout have started with them. But eventually, it will apply to all VAT registered businesses. It will apply to all VAT registered businesses. So the Nigerian Revenue Service are taking it with the large company first. So by this year, the rollout for all large companies, will be implemented, and enforcement will stand. So that means compliance on this e-invoicing will no longer be an option. So for other companies that their turnover is below 5 billion, by the end of this year to next year, right, it will start with them as well. So all VAT registered business are concerned with this e-invoicing. For B2B, that's business to business transactions, business to government transactions, and even business to customers transactions will now be affected with this e-invoicing. So that means all VAT registered businesses will be affected. So if you are doing business in Nigeria and charging VAT, you will be affected. So everybody will be affected. So that means that there will be need for implementation, and you will get all the practical knowledge on this live streaming. So how the system works? How does this system we are talking about works? This e-invoicing, how does it work? Here is the practical flow of it. You generate an invoice from your accounting software or ERP. So thanks to all business that are already using accounting software, it will be a smooth ride for them. So you generate an invoice from your accounting software or ERP. The invoice is converted into a structured digital format like JSON/XML. So it is converted to a structured digital format. Then it is transmitted to Nigerian Revenue Service electronically. That is how it works. Then the Nigerian Revenue Service, known as FIRS before, will validate the invoice. They will validate the invoice. So you will receive an invoice reference number. That's RRIRN. You will receive it. The validated invoice is sent to your customer. So it is now the validated invoice that you now send to your customer from Nigeria Revenue Service. So for B2B, that's business to business, validation must happen before the customer accepts the invoice. Validation must happen before the customer accepts the invoice. That's for B2B. For B2C, that's business to customer, reporting must happen within specified time frame. For B2C, reporting must happen within the specified time frame. So this means that your invoicing process must change. Your invoicing process must change. So why this matters for your business? Why does this matter for your business? If you fail to comply, your invoice may be rejected. If you fail to comply, your invoice may be rejected. Your customer may lose VAT input credit. Your customer may lose VAT input credit because your input VAT is claimable. So if you don't comply with this, your customer will lose VAT input credit, and this will be a loss to them. You face penalties as well. You increase audit exposure if you don't comply. But if you comply, look at what it means for you for compliance. It reduces tax disputes, better record keeping for you, and automated VAT reconciliation. And then you have strong internal controls. This is the benefit if you comply. So this is not just compliance, right? It is a financial discipline. This e-invoicing is not just a compliance. Yes, it is a compliance, but it is also a financial discipline. In fact, we have a video on financial discipline for entrepreneurs on this YouTube channel. We have a lot of videos for business strategies, tax, audit, accounting, everything for business compliances, for business strategy. We have all the videos on our YouTube channel. So that is why this is the right channel to be as business owner, as entrepreneurs, and as professional. Please give us a thumbs up. Professionals, entrepreneur, and business owner. Thank you for staying through on this live stream. So how to implement e-invoicing, practical steps on how to implement this e-invoicing. So this is the practical step. Step 1, assess your current system. You need to assess all your current system. You need to ask yourself this question: are you still using Excel? Are your invoices manually generated? Is your VAT reconciliation automated? If the answer is no, you need an upgrade. If the answer is no, you need an upgrade, right? So step 2, choose your integration method. You need to choose your integration method. And we have two options of this method. 1, direct API integration with Nigeria Revenue Service. Direct API integration with Nigeria Revenue Service. For companies that are tax compliance, on their tax pro max, you will see e-invoicing there. So it is part of the compliance process that's already taking place with you. So for companies with strong IT infrastructure, this will be useful for them. Companies with strong IT infrastructure, this will be useful for them, and this will be a method that they might adopt. So method number 2 is that use an accredited access point provider. Use an accredited access point provider. So that's why we are here for you. So that is APP. So this is what most SME will do. Most SME that don't have strong IT infrastructure will choose this other method, right? Then step number 3, update your accounting software. You need to update your accounting software to date. Your system must be able to, number 1, generate structured invoice data, automatically transmit invoice details. It must be able to transmit invoice details. Then you will receive a validation response. Then you store the IRN reference that the Nigerian Revenue Service will give you eventually from the invoice. So step number 4, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and like this video. Thank you. Step number 4, train your team. You need to train your team. And who are these team? The first team is your accountants, the account department, your finance managers, the finance and account department. Your IT team must be trained. Your sales team must be trained, and they must understand the new workflow. Let them understand the new workflow. So we appreciate our client today that I talked to. After we have conversation with them, with the accounting and the CEO, and they ask them to pass the knowledge and information to other team. And this is how the knowledge will spread and ignorance will reduce, so that everybody will be aware of the compliances that they need to comply with to stay, compliant and avoid penalties. So they must understand the workflow. And because once e-invoicing once it goes live for your category, there is no excuse for ignorance, because it's already affects large company, medium-sized company, SME. So once it goes live for your category, there's no excuse for ignorance. Enforcement will start. That's why you need to be aware, and we're always bringing you the information on this live streaming. So the step number 5 is this: you need to test before rollout. You must test it before the rollout. So do not wait for enforcement. You don't need to wait for enforcement, right? Test your system early. Run parallel invoicing. Resolve validation errors and fix formatting issues. Fix them now. You need to fix them now. You need to start doing the rollout now, testing everything now to check if everything is in order. So the common mistake businesses will make, these are the common mistakes that businesses will make in this e-invoicing. It is inevitable. We will warn you of this. Waiting until enforcement begins will be a biggest mistake that business will make, and business will still make it. And that's why we're always here. Please help us share this channel to business owners, to entrepreneurs, to professionals, so that they will be aware of all these compliances, because penalty is now stricter, is now stringent, is now higher, and we don't want businesses to be caught in this web of non-compliance. That is why we are always here to bridge the knowledge gap. Please help us share this YouTube channel. Let business owner, entrepreneur, professional, let them subscribe. Let them watch this video and let them apply all the practical information that will help them to stay compliant. So waiting until enforcement begins will be a biggest mistake. Assuming your software, you are assuming that your software is automatically complies, will be a biggest mistake. Ignoring data accuracy will be a biggest mistake. Not updating VAT configuration will be a biggest mistake. Failing to reconcile system output will be a biggest mistake. So e-invoicing exposes internal weaknesses. E-invoicing will expose your internal weaknesses. Internal control. When there's no control, everything will go wrong. So that's why you need to test all of this. So what are the strategic advice from TOSJOHN Consulting? The strategic advice from TOSJOHN Consulting, because we are your strategic business growth support partner. That's why we are always here for you. So the strategic advice from TOSJOHN Consulting is this: start preparing now. Conduct a compliance audit. Review your VAT structure. Review it. Clean your customer and vendor database. Clean it up. Align finance and IT department. Align them together. This is a structural shift in Nigerian tax administration. It is a structural shift in Nigerian tax administration. And as we said, that this Nigerian Tax Reform Act is a win-win. It's a big win. It's a land-breaking, tax policy that we have ever seen in over 40 years. And it is a win-win for business owner, for taxpayer, if they stay compliant. So smart businesses, we treat it as a project. Smart businesses, we treat all this information as a transformation project, not just a tax update. It is what you must act on. Actionable plan must start on it. That's why we are always coming here to give you breaking news on compliances as it is happening. So this is the call to action from us. If business needs e-invoicing readiness assessment, system review, VAT compliance restructuring, staff training, implementation support, reach out to us at TOSJOHN Consulting. We help businesses stay compliant, profitable, and audit ready. So drop your question in the comment section on this, e-invoicing, on this information. Let's discuss. Let's talk, because you need to stay compliant. You need to start acting on all this information. So thank you for joining this live streaming today. Share this video with business owners, please, with entrepreneurs, with accountants, with professionals, and all stakeholders, all business owners all over. Because e-invoicing is not coming, it is here with us. It is here with us. It is already here. And compliance is no longer optional. It is mandatory. So we see you in the next video. We will always be showing up for you here. Please share this YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and reach out to us. Thank you very much for staying on this live streaming. We appreciate you, and we see you in the next live streaming session. Bye for now.